I want to let you guys know a few things that has come out in the last, I don't know, probably week or so. Since Friday, I've gone through individual accounts and I've turned on Google Enterprise. So now your accounts all have Google Enterprise for Education Edition. That's an individual license that's assigned to your account. And with that comes some really cool features that I want to show you today. You can use these when you're in class, you can use these for professional development, you can use these in parent meetings. So I'm going to share my screen with you and show you where some of these are and what they look like. All right, so my screen looks exactly like yours would if you were in a standard meet. And if you'll notice, now that Enterprise is live, we have this extra set of buttons up here at the top. With this set of buttons, it gives us some options. We've got breakout rooms, polls, and Q&A. Breakout rooms is what everybody has been waiting for. This is one of those things that Zoom had that Google Meet didn't. Now Google Meet has it, it's live, it's ready to go. So if you want to do a breakout room, this could be for small group instruction, this could be for remediation, this could be collaborative learning, any of those types of things, anytime that you would actually use a group scenario. Supposedly, recording is supposed to capture what happens in the groups. I haven't tested this for myself. I don't know. I haven't had a breakout group yet, so hopefully that is the case. So to activate breakout rooms, we'll come here to this new little symbol. We'll go to breakout rooms, and then everybody that's in your call shows up. It automatically gives you 2 or 3 rooms. I started playing around earlier and I was just adding rooms. 2 rooms immediately came up, but you can add as many as you want, and I can hit shuffle and it will randomize who goes into those groups, which I think that's a pretty cool feature that it allows. I don't have to think. Shuffle, go. And then you hit open rooms and there they go. And as the host of the call, you can wander between those rooms so that you can just pop in unannounced, hear what's going on, answer questions. Another feature is polls. Polls is a way to guide instruction. It's those kind of summative assessments, just spot checking. Add a question, add your options, and then hit launch. Let's do a basic question. Are we awake today? Nope. I'm a zombie and IDK. And I'm going to launch my poll. And on your side, you should be seeing those if I didn't take over your screen. So these are, and I can also list it to where you're going to show results. These are pretty cool. This is another feature that Zoom had that Google Meet is just now making live. And whenever I'm ready to stop the poll, end it, shuts it down, kids no longer have access to it. Another feature is Q&A. Q&A, you can toggle this off and on, where your participants can ask questions or they can not ask questions. Now, sitting in here, some days overhearing, watching virtual classes, one of the complaints teachers have is kids flooding the chat. And that's, yeah, that happens. So if you have chat turned off, you can turn questions on, or you can have questions off and kind of do this balance back and forth between regular chat and your Q&A. And that will also show up over here in your participation pane. Again, these are all here under your extra little button that's shown up. You also have host controls. I did a video, talked about this a few weeks ago. This comes standard with the updates for Google for Education Suite, but our host controls allow and limit screen share and chat messages. And if I go into full host controls, I can see quick access as well. This means like you guys came straight into my meeting this morning without having to ask. Like Mr. James just came into my meeting and I didn't have to allow or not allow. But if I have my host controls turned on to our quick access, then that means anybody, even with district access, is going to have to ask. I randomly go in and out of virtual classes all the time, just checking to make sure the technology side is working. And I can always tell when a teacher has this on because it'll put me in the waiting room where they have to allow me in. So this is a security feature that is fairly new. I also want to show you something else that's new with Enterprise. It is the ability to live stream. So to live stream, this would be for maybe something like an open house or a performance of some sort. You'll go to your calendar and you'll create the event. I'm going to call this demo party. I don't know. And I'm going to add the Google Meet. And with my drop down, it gives me the option to add live stream. So with the live stream, people outside of our domain can join. They can watch. They cannot chat. They cannot participate. None of that. They're simply going to be watching. It's a lot like the Facebook live streams, where you've got people that are just kind of spectators. They're no actual participants. And eventually, this live stream I think will hold 1,000 people. I think that's new with our Enterprise edition. I said that it's going to allow people outside of our domain. Actually, I need to hold off on that. I'm not sure if that's live yet. Our domain is live, and I think the part coming outside the domain is coming. I'm not sure if that's live. Another feature I want to show you, I just want to tell you about because I don't have access to show you this one. When you are having students write in general writing assignments, in Google Classroom, there's something called originality reports. You can run unlimited originality reports on your students' writings, and it'll give you a percentage of what appears to be plagiarized. Before Enterprise, you had 3 originality reports per class forever, I believe. But now with Enterprise, it's unlimited. You can run as many originality reports as you want. I know that with some of the university classes, that automatically happens through Canvas and some of the others. Some of the other sides of Enterprise that doesn't necessarily apply to you as much, but I want you to know about it. We have advanced reporting. You know that we constantly have parents of virtual students questioning attendance. That's kind of become a thing. Yesterday, I had 4 parents from 2 different schools disputing attendance. So with Enterprise, I can go in and I can see exactly when that student logged into a Meet, whose Google Meet session they were in, how long they were there, and how they were logged into the session, and where they were logged in. Actually, it gives me a city, it gives me IP addresses, it gives me more information than I'll ever even use. So with Enterprise, we have a whole lot more security and we have a whole lot more reporting. The student domain and the teacher domain are separate. So there's a little bit of side-by-side comparisons that I have to run that we're still kind of figuring out. But for attendance, for security, Enterprise is really up in the game for us.